Having a mentor in the tech space is actually the best thing that can happen to anybody or to any developer out there for so many reasons. One, it will save a lot of time. What do I mean by time? Let me just take my time to elaborate this a little bit. I'll use myself as an example in this case. When I was starting out in my journey, I had no mentor. All I was just what? Watching videos. Or watch videos, I would read articles from PDF, from so many videos upon videos. It got to a point where I was having questions. I wanted to ask, why is this way? Why can't I do this way? After watching a video and I was trying to do something, build a project on my own. Now, while building that project, I will have issues. Trying to figure out a way on how to particularly fix that issue might take me 2 days, might take me a day, might take me long hours before we're able to fix it. Now, imagine I have a mentor, somebody who is there, who is guiding me, who's following me up. What do I have to do? I'll just call the person or maybe send the person my code. The person will look at it and tell me, this is where I'm having errors. That is one. That is time. Now, this time, I wasted a lot of time in order to figure out an issue. Let me give you one typical example. When I was doing CSS, I did HTML then CSS. I was building just one simple landing page using CSS. When I was building the navigation bar, I was having issues with the hamburger menu. If I collapse it, the hamburger menu will not collapse. The menus inside will not be visible. I look at my code. I was having issues. I tried so many hours. I was having issues. I had a headache. In fact, for a full day, I did not code. What do I have to do? I have to read online. I wasn't getting everything. I wasn't getting anything at all. I had to quickly now go to YouTube and look at how to build a navigation bar and what makes the hamburger menu to collapse. So I watched a video. When I started watching this video now, that was how I was able to get that thing done. This have already taken 2 days. Imagine the hours wasted. Assuming I have a mentor, it will be happen where is it? But it is good. Yes, it is good. Because it helps me to develop my problem solving skills. It makes me to research more things. It makes me to actually if I have an issues, I should go out there and search for answers myself instead of depending on somebody to give me answers or tell me something so soft, maybe on a platter of gold, or somebody to spoon feed me, which is not good. It helps me. So that is where having a mentor is good. Time. 2, guidance. Now, how does this guidance play a role now? Somebody who has a mentor, the person will actually guide you on the path that he or she maybe didn't know, or maybe he or she didn't realize at his or early stage. Some people will tell you that I wish they know some of the things they know now. They wouldn't have wasted time, or they wouldn't have been past the whole stretch they have actually gone through. They would have done things differently. And if you have a mentor, he or she will actually guide you. Please don't do this mistake. Please do this. In fact, learn this technology before this. When I was starting out, I was going to Twitter. I was on Twitter. I was seeing so many things. Back then, it was called Twitter, not X right now. So I will go to X. People will be saying, learn React before JavaScript. Some people will say, no, learn JavaScript before React. At some point, I was confused. If it's not because of the tutorial which I was using to learn, I would have actually learned React before JavaScript. People were saying, learn JavaScript, React will be more easier, and which is true. When you learn JavaScript, React will be more easier because React is just basically JavaScript under the hood. That's just it. So now, a mentor will actually guide you in all these things. A mentor basically also if he or she knows so much, or maybe not nobody knows so much. He or she, maybe if he or she likes you so much, he or she will guide you based on the best career paths to choose. Do you want to be a software engineer, or do you want to be a web developer? Which one do you want to choose? The person will be able to specify which of them might be okay for you, or whatever you want to venture into. He or she might tell you. This is where mentor comes in. 3 again, A mentor helps you actually in solving problems. You know, somebody you can sort of what call on to. Let's say you're trying to fix a particular issue and you have tried and tried and tried, nothing's working. Just call the person, put the person on call, or you send your file or code to the person while he or she looks at the code and give you feedback and tell you this is where you're doing this wrong, this is where you're doing it wrong, this is where you need to do this. This is where a mentor also what comes in handy. All this I'm telling you now is something that I realized late at a later time. For real, you know, I have seen people who actually started out with mentors, while some didn't start out. After I've realized the need for a mentor, you know, then I was out there looking for somebody to help me. Then I realized that anybody who wants to mentor you actually want to see you on that journey already. Somebody who wants to mentor you must have seen that, okay, you're putting in this effort. He or she will be like, okay, let me guide you. Call me anytime you have issues, or come to my place, come to my house. Let's learn together during the weekend. When I was starting out at my early stage, I had a mentor. Every weekend on Sundays after church, I would go to his house. From 12 to 4 o'clock, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., I will be in his house, learning, studying together. He will be guiding me. He will be on his own laptop working, while I'll be on my own laptop doing something. If I have an error, I will call him. But at some point, he got a job and moved to another city. That was how I lost that mentor till today. But we do talk over the phone. There's nothing more. There is this better communication when you are close to somebody. But there is this communication when you're somebody, both of you are in different cities. That's also what an issue. So now, after the mentor moved to another city, I had no mentor again. So I have to use the ideas that I've learned from him to actually learn on my own, taking tutorials, trying to study, trying to learn more. With all this, I was able to build up. But it's also got to a point where, like I said earlier, when I was learning CSS, trying to float 3 items, trying to have a column of 3 items in a row, I was having issues with that. It was a friend. In fact, he's my mentor. He came. He looked at my laptop. He said, "What are you trying to do?" I explained to him. He said, "I see this. I want this to be like this." He said, "Okay." Is that what you want? I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay." He said, "Boy, you're doing it wrong. Look at the way you're supposed to do. You're supposed to calculate this very well. Look at the padding. So how many padding are you giving each of them? Once you do this calculation, it will just place itself." Trust me. When this person came, it was not even up to a minute. He fixed what I was working on for like 5 hours. What I've been battling with for 5 hours. Just a minute, I was able to fix it. Just because of what? Padding. The padding was not there. He just looked at it and said, "Okay, this padding here, padding here, padding here." Okay. Then he just added padding. The whole thing floated very fine. It was okay. While I've been on that issue for 5 hours. You see, mentors help. If I keep going on based on my own personal experience, mentorship help. Especially in this tech space, it helps a lot. Not just on tech space. If you're in sales, definitely you need a mentor, somebody to guide you. Based on he or she experience, he or she will tell you that, "I wish I knew this. Do this. In fact, I've passed through this process. I don't want you to pass through this. Do this." It's just, for example, let's say a father and a child. A father will tell the son, "My son, when I was growing up, I did this, and I discovered it is wrong. Please don't make this mistake." He or she will guide you so that you don't make the same mistake again. But when you are learning on your own, it is bound for you to make the same mistake. It's a sure deal. But when you have somebody who is mentoring you, and you are listening, and you listen and follow the person's advice, it's a sure deal that you don't make the same mistake such person made. Just like me right now. Me sharing these ideas with you. Right now, I've actually gotten to the point that I've realized that mentorship is a real deal. Trust me. And one thing again about mentorship, I've discovered that people only want to mentor you if they see you putting effort. You have been trying so hard to get a particular spot. Then they will held you by the hand and take you up there. These days, right now, it's difficult for somebody to take you from here to this point. It's not possible. People want to see you do something. People want to see you do something before they what? Before they can rise you. You don't just have to stay here and expect somebody to what? Take you up. It's not possible. They want to see you on that journey. They want to see you on the path where you are what? At something. Then they want to, okay, let me come in. Where can I come in? How can I help you in this case? That's where mentorship helps. You know, at some point, I made a tweet on X. Somebody messaged me. He said, I'm available. Anytime you need mentorship, anytime you have issues, please just come to my DM, message me. I will try as much as possible to work with you in any of your projects, whatever you are doing. I will be there to help out. Why? Because I'm already on that journey. Assuming I'm just there doing nothing, how will the person discover me? How will the person get to know who I am? It's not possible. So you need to what? Put yourself out there, do something, then let people know that this is what you're doing. Trust me, and if you're somebody who's looking for a mentor, definitely they will come around. Because the mentor who is going to mentor you definitely will also learn from you, because you ask questions. Maybe you ask the mentor a question that he or she have not actually thought of. Then he or she, he might not give you the response immediately, but it will force him or her to go and make research, then come back to give you that feedback, which is a way of what? Adding more to his or her knowledge. So that's just it. It's just more like a win-win thing. He's helping you as a mentor, while at the same time you're helping him, because as he's taking his time to teach you, he's learning more, sharpening his skills more. Just like they said, iron sharpened iron. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 400. I appreciate you guys so far. Everybody who has been coming back, the comment, the feedback has been positive. I appreciate you. I'm so much grateful for everyone who has been coming back on the channel. All right, so give this video a thumbs up so it will push out to people who are looking for content like this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please comment below if you have any questions, or if you agree with me, or maybe you already have a mentor out there, maybe any of your challenges. Please, I will try as much as possible to respond immediately I get the comment. Thanks and peace for now. Bye.